Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping. Simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com. Today's
Hey everybody, welcome back. Dominic Damiano, Lucas Vicente, as we get ready for the public service and the public address announcer to introduce both teams. And you know, and with that being said, we will turn it over to the public address announcer.
Welcome to this afternoon's MIAA varsity basketball game between the Mansfield Hornets and the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans. For today's starting lineup, we'll begin with the Mansfield Hornets, coached by Mike Vaughn. Number 3, senior Damani Scott. Number 4, senior Tom Dooling. Number 5, sophomore Maddie Bowen. Number 10, senior Christian Connor.
Hello. Yeah, I see.
And number 23, sophomore TJ Guy. And now for the starting lineup of the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans, coached by Doug Alves. Number 43, junior Ryan Rubenskis. Number 11, senior Nate Samedo. Number 1, senior Jaden Rosario. Number 3, senior Connor Rubenskis. And number 21, senior Carl Akins. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Everybody, welcome back. Dominic Damiano, joined here by Lucas Vicente as we get ready for this contest between the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans and the Mansfield Hornets. Mansfield Hornets come into this game 3-1, and the and the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans are currently 4-4. Hey, so what's your first of all, great job with the interview with Coach Doug Elves. I know it's the first time you ever did anything like that, but like I told you, you're definitely going to get a C+.
A C+. You said I was going to be.
All right, so here we go for the tip-off.
Hey, think about it though. This in my chemistry class, that's a grade I thought I was going to get, but it turned out I got a B.
There you go, good effort. Tip-off won by Dueling now. Dueling with the ball, gets it over to Scott. Initially won by Mansfield. Gets it over to Bowen. Bowen there, Scott's three-point won't go. Rebound, and Rosario bringing it up fast. Quick break off the glass. And there's a block initially by Scott. Coming up, in comes Bowen. Over to Dueling. Dueling gets it down to the baseline. And cutting, that's Connor. Connor trying to work and get a foul on the floor. Quick team. And one thing, when I was getting the lineup, one thing that the coach from Mansfield said that they want to try to slow down BR's fast break in their full court press. So we'll have an inbound pass right inside the BR, inside. That's Scott up the glass and in for the 2 points.
It's a good way to take advantage of the inbound pass.
Yep, so we have 2 points on to start the game. Absolutely, Rosario now.
Now back to what you said about the fast break points. It's definitely a key factor, because if you get Bridgewater to keep on running, it's going to tire down the defense of Mansfield, and it's also going to give more opportunities for BR.
Absolutely.
So if Mansfield can slow down the fast break, they not only can maintain their energy, but they can prevent most of their points from happening.
Top of the key, there's Connor. Connor gets it over to Dueling, but we'll have a travel on the floor by number 23, Guy. So we'll have a change of possession, tied at 2, 6:53 left in the first quarter. And one thing we wanted to say is Happy New Year to everybody watching here on our Facebook Live feed here on 4 Deep Sports Talk live Facebook feed. I meant to say Rosario now in the Mansfield end. Bounce pass inside, that's Samito. Over to Rumbunkus, the older one, that's Akins. Back out to Samito, he's covered by Dueling. Rosario, covered by Connor, tries to work it inside. Akins off the glass and in. And BR is a quick 4-2 lead.
That good inside pass, extra pass, is always the key to an easy layup.
Now inside the Bridgewater Raynham end, that's Connor, top of the key. He gets that over to, that was Bowen. Long shot hits. And Rosario brings it up. In the corner, Atkins driving baseline at the glass. Nice move. Goes around Guy.
One thing that Mansfield has to acknowledge on this on the defensive effort is try not to bait the other team into making those passes, because sometimes you try to jump them, you have the right instinct, but it doesn't pay off in the long run.
Absolutely. Connor now covered by Rosario, trying to inside the BR end. That's Scott now driving, kicks it back out to the baseline. Off the side of the backboard, won't go. That was Connor originally on the break. Rosario. Samito over to Akins baseline inside the Rumbunkus, the younger Rumbunkus. Rosario is thinking 3, drives, kick it back out to Smead when all said and done, won't go. And the rebounds by Guy for the Green Hornets. Now baseline shot, thinking about going. That was Bowen originally. All said and done, we're back out to the top of the corner key. Dueling inside to Scott, trying to go around, won't go. Rebound Akins. And driving Rosario, lost the ball initially. We're going to get him for a change of possession. We have a 3-man crew on this holiday game. I don't know if you noticed, 3 guys doing this game. Usually it's just 2.
Well, the third guy, of course. Oh, I thought you were talking about us right here. Yeah,
no, I mean the ref officials. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a 3-game a three-ref game usually is in the NBA. It's not really much in like high school.
Unless it's playoffs. There's a shot for three off the rim, won't go. That was Stevens.
I think what both teams really need to do is to limit the amount of turnovers. I think turnovers in the long run can be what's most costly in a game like this.
Absolutely. Driving baseline. There's Rumbunkus, won't go. Gets his own rebound, uses his height, kicks it back out to his older brother, Connor Rumbunkus. And that was Ryan who had the ball earlier. Smito looking. Rosario, little jump shot, hit, and he foul on the floor.
That's just great concentration by Rosario to hit the jump shot as he was fouled. That's always the toughest and one to get.
So Ryan Rumbunkus comes out, and checking in is number 33, Jack Armstrong checks in. And Rosario's going to try to make this a three-point play. And he does. And we have a couple of guys checking in as Macedo checks in for Mansfield. Now dueling. 4 minutes left to go in the quarter. Mansfield working the ball around in the BR end. Driving baseline. That was Scott, lost the ball.
If BR can get this win against the Division I champs, this is going to be a huge game for them moving forward. Because that will give them a momentum shift for the rest of the season, perhaps.
Absolutely. Smito now. You have to back up on that camera angle a little bit. Back out a little bit. There you go. Nice job. Liked it. We got a foul on number 5. His first, team second. That's on Bowen. 3:30 left on the inbound pass. Out to Rosario. Rosario. Little jumper off the baseline, off the glass by Armstrong. Inside, nice feed off the glass and in by Stevens. Okay, so we'll just adjust that this way. Is that right? We apologize for a little bit of technical difficulties real fast. And that would be on this one. And we're back. And that was 7, so 11-7. We apologize for, let's say 11-9 now. We missed a couple buckets.
Just recently got an and one over there.
So on the foul, I believe this is Scott. He's going to try to make this a three-point play after cutting the lead to 2. There's a shot. He hits. The lead is 1. With 2:43 left. There's a baseline shot. Hits Armstrong for 3.
Always seems like the easiest shot to hit, but sometimes it's not, because you can feel about the guys coming in and trapping you and stepping out of bounds and all, but good concentration to hit that 3.
Now driving baseline off the glass and it rolls and goes for Bowen. Nice move by that young man. So we need to come a little bit. We need to back out on the camera shot just a little up there, Alex. Thank you, buddy. Alex Mayo doing all the fine camera work in this holiday edition of 4 Deep Sports Talk.
Yeah, they're rushing these possessions right now.
Absolutely.
They're reacting way too fast. They need to calm down, reset the offense, and just make the right decisions.
Absolutely. 2 minutes left in this first quarter, excuse me. Back and forth they go. And Scott for 3, gets a good look, won't go. Rebound. Mansfield hustles. Now we get the baseline shot. There's a clean look, won't go. And we're going to have a foul on number 3, Connor Rumbunkus. His first, team second.
I'll say I don't see no towel over here.
Oh, I'm Scott. I'm sorry, I'm Scott. His first, team third for Mansfield. All right, so here we go. Had a little bit of audio problem, but we're back. 1:32 left in this first quarter. As Ryan Rambuncus checks in and Rosario will check out.
After that offensive foul he committed, but honestly, even if it wasn't a charge, it would still would have been a turnover either way because of that last hit off him.
Now driving is Dooling. Dooling covered by Samito, kicks it back over to Bowen. Bowen back and forth they go. Stevens now top of the key, that's Connor. Back over to Dooling, inside, won't go, can't finish, and we're gonna have a foul on the floor.
No, it was out of bounds. Out of bounds. It was a good block by Roman Barros right there, which caused the layup to miss.
There's a shot, little feet inside, can't finish. BR's there, but they recover. Loose ball on the floor, kicks it out, baseline. Won't go, rebound Mansfield. And they're gonna lose the ball. And we'll have a change of possession with 56 seconds left in a 14-12 Bridgewater Raynham lead.
Quick game right here, no timeouts called by any team.
No, none at all.
I honestly didn't even notice that until now.
There's Armstrong with a clean look, top of the key, won't go. Rebound. It was his last touched by Mansfield. It will stay BR ball in the Mansfield end with 42.6 of a second left. On the inbound, there's Ryan Rambuncus. He was actually thinking about hitting that. And there's Armstrong. Connor Rambuncus, the senior. Covered by Rooney. Almost lost the ball. Gets it over to Armstrong driving. Samito from the corner. Hits for three. And now on a steal. And a great job by Samito. Going off of Dooling to keep the ball off to the steal. So it'll be BR ball in the Mansfield end with 19 seconds left.
Just all out excellent hustle to be there to get the ball back for this offense.
Oh, we're going to get change of possession on the forearm there as Ryan Rambuncus tried to get through a little bit too much elbow. So a change of possession. With 13 seconds, we're going to have a reach. Number 11, that will be Nate Samito. His first, team fourth. All right, so in the inbound pass, there's Guy. They kick it around. There's Dooling with the clean look from the top of the key. Won't go. Rebound, Bridgewater Raynham. On a break, 2 seconds. Armstrong, and he's not going to get it off. And that's how the first quarter will end. With your score, Bridgewater Raynham 17, Mansfield 12. We'll be back with more right after this.
Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com.
And welcome back. You are watching 4Deep Sports Talk here on the Facebook live stream. We are covering the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans playing against Mansfield Division I champions. I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and Alex Mayo behind the camera, taking coverage of this game in the second quarter.
All right, so here we go on the tip-off. It will be, make sure I get it right, it'll be Bridgewater Raynham ball as we start the second quarter. This is what I have. 17-12 is your score. Long pass. Armstrong from the baseline. It's another three.
That's going to play an important factor moving forward to get hot from the three-point line.
Kids on fire.
Absolutely.
BR going to this soft full court press. Bringing the ball up, that's Guy. Guy over to Scott. Inside, little give and go as he got the pass from Rooney. Now Scott's going to try to drive, and he is knocked down. No call on a break. In comes Rumbunkus. Atkins from the baseline hits. The lead is 10. And now here comes Guy. Going to get Guy with the dump with the walk. We'll have a change of possession.
But this Mansfield team's getting very sloppy right now. This is not like very like the Mansfield team we saw back in the playoffs in the championship.
Yeah, good point by you. Excellent point, young man. You are absolutely correct again.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, I tell you that I double checked everywhere. Nobody was protesting to the anthem earlier.
Nobody was protesting. You like that, don't you? Rumbunkus now. Gets it over to the big guy. That is Barry. Barry in the game. Armstrong now covered by Connor. And he'll lose the ball. Great defense by Mansfield on that one. By Connor. On the inbound will be Rumbunkus. Over to Atkins. Atkins. Rumbunkus for three. Hits!
They just keep getting good looks every possession here on out. If they keep getting good looks, they're going to keep nailing the shots.
Now Guy trying to get in the ball stolen by Samito. Him and Barry had something to do with that. Now in the change of possession in the Mansfield and Rumbunkus over to Atkins baseline. He's covered by Scott. Works in the Rumbunkus, see if he uses his height. Kicks it back out to Armstrong. Armstrong trying to drive. Lost the ball on the floor. Rumbunkus. And he got the ball back to Atkins. We had a loose ball on the floor. Crazy job here. Samito lost the ball. As Dooling stepped in. Now they lose the ball as Armstrong has it. Bounce past Samito in the Mansfield and needs help as Guy has him by size. That was a mismatch right there.
Those last few seconds looked like a complete free-for-all. Everyone was diving for the ball all over the place.
Yeah, it was. It was a loose. The ball was everywhere.
Best part about it, no loose ball fouls were called. Just clean hustle.
Yeah, clean hustle. That's exactly. All right, now in the inbound, Rosario back in the game. He takes a jump shot. Off the rim, won't go. He was able to get his own ball. Works it inside. Lost the ball on the floor. Still on the floor. And that's Ravel. Finally, Rosario with the ball. Covered by Baskin. One cover and one. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Armstrong thinking about shooting. They're going to get him for dragging his pivot foot. We'll have a change of possession. 5:37 left. 25-12, just like it looks. Now driving. That's Dooling, covered by Rosario. Thinking about driving in. Kicks it back out to Scott. Scott's going to try to drop a little floater, and he's fouled. It will be his first, team fifth. 5:25 left in this first half. And a 25-12 lead as Scott will shoot a couple.
This game looks really good from the get-go, but as we've clearly seen so far in the second quarter, BR's been in complete control.
Absolutely. It's the second one. 25-13. Rosario bringing the ball up. Covered by Baskin. Kicks it off. Oh, long pass. Trying to get over to Ravel.
It's never really a good idea to telegraph passes like that, because sometimes they don't work out as planned.
Now Bowen. Bowen gets over to Baskin. Baskin going to drive by himself off the glass. Won't go. Scott with the rebound. He'll follow up. He'll lay it off the glass and then.
Second chance points are very crucial also in a game like this. Offensive rebounds can really determine how a game plays out.
Now Rosario under 5 minutes left in this first half. There's Murphy. I'm sorry, that was Murphy in the game. And that's tipped. Nice job by Stevens. They're going to say last touch by Stevens.
A little bit of confusion after that call right there. Well, it turns out they're going to give it to Bridgewater Rainham.
Yeah, they weren't sure. A little hesitation by the officials, but on the inbound pass, Rosario now coming by Baskin. Scott on Rumbunkus for Briard. There's a bounce pass.
Just knowing a circumstance like that, all the referees have to agree with each other.
Absolutely. Inside pass covered by Baskin to be at Mansfield. Drove up all by himself off the glass. Possible carry. The lead is now 12.
Correction, it's 8.
I'm sorry, 8. Thank you. No, it would be.
It's 8. It's 8.
Okay.
25 minus 17 equals 8.
Shot hits.
As Ruben Skaz now hits a 3-pointer.
And now they're up by 11.
Yes, they are. Timeout by BR. We will be back with more right after this.
Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping.
And welcome back. You are watching 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the live stream. We are covering the Bridgewater Rainham boys basketball team taking on the D1 champs in Mansfield. I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and the cameraman behind us, Alex Mayo. And I mean all the way behind us.
Yeah, here we go on the inbound. Scott will inbound the ball. Officially 3 minutes 55 seconds left.
Now, Dom, the Mansfield High School basketball team, what's their team name?
They are the Green Hornets.
The Green Hornets.
You got to know that to be a high school broadcaster. That's Baskin. 15 seconds. Dueling. Inside. He gets it and he's fouled.
Now, you think they get the name Baskin from Baskin Robbins?
Oh, maybe. That's going to be called on Harry. Trishkin Harry. I know, I got that. I'm sorry. I was focusing on the roster. He's going to try to make this a 3-point play and cut the lead to 8. And he does. 28-20 with 3:36 left in this first half. Rosario. And he's covered by Connor. Connor now Rosario gets it over to Atkins. Atkins, he switches. And the Smito for 3. Clean looking hits.
You couldn't have executed a better play than Smito did right there. Not an easy 3-pointer to take from long distance right there. Just perfect concentration right there.
And there's Dueling trying to go by himself. He can't go.
Wanted the foul, but couldn't get called.
Murphy to Rumbunkus for 3 hits.
And these Bridgewater Rainham Trojans are shooting the lights out right here. They keep shooting like this. There's no saying how this game will play out.
Absolutely. That was Stevens over to Dueling now. Dueling covered by Rosario. Kicks it back out to Scott. And we're going to have a foul on Rosario, block. And that puts BR in the bonus. That puts Mansfield in the single bonus. So he will definitely shoot 1, maybe 2 as Scott goes to the line. There's a lot of time still left in this first half. 2 minutes, 38 seconds. And this is the first one. A nice save by Baskins for Mansfield. And they're going to get it out on who? And that's going to be called on Stevens, his second, team 4th. I tell you, I love having 3 refs at this game, even though it's a regular season game, but a playoff game.
Now, why would you call it a playoff game if it's during the regular season?
Not a playoff game, but it's ref like a playoff game with 3 officials. Now Rosario kicks it back out to Smito. Smito inside. Loose ball on the floor. And we're going to have a foul. And Baskins will shoot a couple. And that foul is going to be on number 15. That'll be on Sam Murphy, his first team 8th. That still puts him in the single bonus with 2:20 left in this first half.
And who's at the line? I think that's Dueling at the free throw line right now.
It is. Dueling will shoot shoot one, maybe two. He has to make the first one to get the second one, which everyone realizes.
You had the right idea. You just jumped the gun a little bit.
A little bit. Sometimes I do that. Again, we want to wish everyone a happy new year from all of us here at 4 Deep Sports Talk Show.
If I get to mention, there's also 20 seconds left until the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning, yeah. I actually messed that up, and I didn't realize that last. I got to make sure I let the camera hits them both.
Now, what'd you say you messed up on?
The BI game. I called it a football game again later in the game. Looking for an offensive foul, no call. Smedo. And Smedo lost possession as Baskin was all over him tight. The lead is 12, 34-22. With 2:12 left in this first half, and it goes Dueling. Over to Scott. Scott now covered by Atkins. It's over to Baskin. Baskin works it back over to that looked like Stevens. All said and done. Stevens trying to drive baseline. Baskin kicks it back up to Dueling. To Connor. Connor covered by Smino. Now he's going to try to drive. Stops. He sees the open lane. He lost the ball. Lost control of the basketball.
You just flat out lost control of it. That can never happen. You managed to escape the defense. You have a wide open layup. You have to maintain full possession all the way to the end. That's just inexcusable turnover right there.
Great job by the Trojans. And as you can tell, Mansfield is not going away. They're staying right in this game and exactly what Coach Howell's expected.
I mean, it's a double-digit lead, but it's still early in the second half. Anything could happen.
Smedo, Rumbunkus driving baseline, steps back, pull up, won't go. And he got hit on the hand, no call there. And then comes Baskin, he brings it up. Over to Scott, oh no, I'm sorry, over to Connor now. Connor, inside pass.
With the dunk.
With the dunk by Scott.
Nobody expected Scott to come dunk that ball right there on the baseline.
The lead is 10, under a minute left in the first half. That is a double foul, one on Mansfield, one on BR. It's on Scott and it's on Connor Rumbunkus.
Both have the same jersey number.
Yep, that's why he called 3-3. So now the next foul with a minute of 5 will put Mansfield in the double bonus. And the inbound pass, there's Rosario. Rosario, little floater, and he's fouled and it counts. Stevens. With a minute left and a 12-point lead for the Trojans, and Rosario is going to try to finish this three-point play with just a minute left in this first half. Misses the play. Covered by Connor on the break. In comes that big men's number a minute. That's Morset, excuse me. Trying to work it inside. That's Bowen. Bowen back in the game. Thinking about taking a shot. Now his guy kicks it back out to Connor. Inside and hits. Gonna have an offensive foul.
So the basket will not count.
It will not count, but why? Wait, it's 1-1. No, it's isn't it 1-1?
No, it's not 1-1. They don't shoot on the offensive fouls.
That's right. No, offensive foul. All right, so now both teams, excuse me, the Mansfield Hornets have 7, and the Trojans have 9 with under 35 seconds left. Difference is 6 seconds from the shot clock. Rosario now trying to go around guy. He slipped, gets over to Smino with a shot and hits.
What really lets that shot was the great concentration by Rosario to put the ball down, keep that dribble. Because without that dribble, that would have been a sure thing travel.
Now driving, that's Connor. Foul. Nice try by Connor. Let's see what's on. It's going to be on Ryan Rumbunkus, his second, team 10th. So
Good defensive play all around. That could have gone either way, but.
So here's his first shot. Hits that one. Lead back up to still at 14 for the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans. Hits the second. 39-26. Rosario covered by Connor. Gets over to Smedo. 3 seconds. Armstrong. The floater. Won't go. And that's how the half will end with your score. Bridgewater Raynham 39. Mansfield 26. We'll be back with the second half right after this. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're at the half. Dominic Damiano. Now I've been joined by something I've been wanting to do for the last 6 years. I'm with head coach Cheryl Seavey of the girls basketball team. Again at the half, 39-26. Coach, what's your thoughts so far, what you've seen? I know you got here a little late, right?
Yes, I was actually out scouting one of our league opponents, Dartmouth, so I didn't have an opportunity to catch but the last probably 4 minutes of the game. But I love the up-tempo and the pressure that I'm seeing from the boys' teams. I love how intense they are, how they are running through their sets. It's they're such a fun team to watch, and there's a lot of camaraderie between both boys' teams and the girls' team. So we love to take in a game anytime we can.
Now let's talk a little bit about your squad right now. You guys are currently, what's your record?
We are 6-0 right now.
6-0, ranked 2 in the state. You actually ranked #1 in our pool.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So, what do you contribute that to? I mean, you know, these are basic questions the Globe would ask you, but it's coming from me, so it's a lot more low tempo coming from me. So, what do you contribute that to? You know, being 6-0 right now.
Well, the kids really bought into the process starting last year. We started off with a tremendous amount of adversity. We started off 2-4. So we really had to revamp all of our offenses, all of our defenses. And so I attribute our success this year to really the building blocks that we established last year. We went through that tough period of really trying to figure out who we are as a personality. And that carried forward through the summer workouts the kids were doing, carried forward into the early part of the fall when they were getting together on their own and working out as a team. And then we saw in preseason that, yeah, these kids were completely invested in what our program is about: hard work, defensive pressure, trusting each other,
right,
sharing the ball.
Now, what are you worried about? Anything you worried about right now? Are you happy with the tempo? The way I know you're 6-0, but you're a coach and you're a perfectionist. You want things to work better. Anything come to mind that you want to work on as the season continues after the holiday?
Definitely. I think we need to continue to focus on playing with a high amount of defensive intensity, but keeping clean, meaning not getting the cheap fouls when we're reaching in, when, you know, there's quite a possibility that we can get the steal, but, you know, from a referee's perspective, that was a foul, and oftentimes it is. So we're trying to really emphasize clean, aggressive defense, and then continue to trust each other on offense. As you know, I've got a tremendous freshman in Shea Bolin who can just light it up from anywhere. But I also have 4 other kids on the court with her at any given time. Both Madalonis can score, Kylie Peachy can score, Nina Morrison is a tremendous threat. So we're continuing to emphasize as we're moving forward that the first shot might not necessarily be the best shot, and to look for those second and third options.
All right, Coach, like always, great day. I finally fulfilled an early Christmas gift for next year. But I wish you the best of luck. We'll see you soon, because I guess we're going to, I believe our next game, we're following you over to Coyle when you play Coyle on Wednesday. So we'll see you there.
Thank you.
And maybe we can get another interview in. You know, I won't count my apples until until they're in the baskets. But great to talk to you. The best of luck.
All right, thank you so much for covering us, and we appreciate all you guys do for us. So
thank you. It's a lot of fun. All right, Coach Cheryl Seavey we will be back with the second half. Me and Lucas Vicente right after this.
Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Dominic Damiano and Lucas Vicente and Alex Mayo doing all the fine camera work up there as we get ready for the second half. Right now you have Ryan Rumbunkis with 11 points and you have Scott with 13 for Mansfield. Your thoughts, sir, before we start this tip-off?
It was a good game by both teams, both sides, of course. BR really having the upper hand, and the reason Bridgewater is managing to be up by 13 is because they're hitting all their shots. All their shots have been falling just how they wanted it to go. Also, one thing I gotta point out, their hustle is great. So as well as Mansfield, I think that Mansfield just relaxes and calms down and looks for smart shots and limits the turnovers, and can shut down the Trojans from the perimeter. That's going to play a big part in the rest of this game.
I got to give a big shout out to Cheryl Seavey, the head coach of the girls team, and currently they're 6-0. They're #1 in our state tournament here in the South. But again, what a great interview. She's so nervous about being on camera, and then I finally got her to come and do the audio. She just got done from scouting Dartmouth, another conference opponent. So as we start off, this is how Bridgewater Raynham's going to start the half. They're going to go Rumbunkis, Samito, Rosario, Ryan Rumbunkis, and Atkins. And on the tip-in, there's Dueling, bringing it up. Over to Connor over to Guy, Scott, in the back to the far corner. Back to Dueling now. Scott, covered by Atkins, gets it out to Connor. And there's Dueling for three. He hits.
It's a good basket to start out for the second half for Mansfield. Like I said, still plenty of time left in this game. A lot of teams I know that came back from worse.
Great ball movement by Mansfield.
In the fourth quarter, too.
No, I mean just now with that last three they hit. Now Atkins. But you know what I meant.
Yeah, I was just talking about the game in general.
Yep, I got you. Now Samito thinking about driving, lost the ball. And that was initially tipped by Bowen. Guy covered by Atkins, going to drive, kicks it back out to Connor now. Connor stops, works it back into the big guy. Guy feeds Scott at the glass, and it's blocked. Oh, what a play by Ryan Rumbunkis on that blocked shot. On the inbound, it'll be Bowen. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say anything.
All the way out to Dueling. Dueling's going to drive. Back out baseline, Bowen. There's Connor trying to drive off the rim, off the glass, and Guy gets fouled.
When Connor goes up to the basket, I think he just needs to go up a little bit stronger with that. He has the right instinct. He just needs to go up stronger.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was Guy who went. Yeah, that was Guy who went. But you're right. He looked like he got the pass, but he actually dished it off. But you're right. He should have went up stronger.
Yeah, on both of them, as a matter of fact. He thought he had the open lane, and that was it, but
So now we got Armstrong in. Ryan Rumbunkis takes a seat. Just under 7 minutes left. Hits the second one. The lead is 9 as Rosario brings it up. Bounce pass to Armstrong. Samito has a clean look, won't go. And here we go in transition. Here comes Scott. Scott now going to drive by himself, feeds it inside to Guy off the glass. 39-32. Connor trying to get Rosario to make a move. He drives, little floater. Won't get, and we're going to get Connor on the floor for a foul. Rosario very. Oh, he jabbed. You hear that one? You hear what he said? He jabbed him in the stomach. I've never heard that call before.
Yeah, I never have either.
So with a 7-point lead, Rosario will shoot a couple. Hits the first.
Jab in the stomach. That's not a foul you will see very often in this day and age.
The lead is 8. 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Just underway here in the third. Missed the second one. Atkins with the good offensive rebound. They'll get a fresh 30 seconds. Rosario covered by Dooley. Over to Samito. He's going to try to drive. Floater won't go. Rebound Mansfield. On the break. Dueling now. Slows down Guy over to Scott on the baseline. He's going to drive baseline now. Stop. Kicks it back out to Dueling to Connor now. Connor driving right down the middle. They're going to call no basket. Oh, an offensive foul. It's going to be on Connor. Wow, the lead is 8. What an offensive set by Bridgewater Raynham.
And defensive set by Mansfield so far. This Mansfield team is not going away at all.
Not at all. They're going to get Rumbunkus. Foul on Rumbunkus. His second, team second. Both teams have 2 team fouls. 5:35 left.
Could have gone another foul called against them, but luckily the referees thought otherwise.
Dueling, trying to go around Samito. Gets back out to Scott. Scott drives baseline to Connor. Connor all the way to the guy. All up the Guy, top of the key. Over to Connor. Connor covered by Rosario. Over to Dueling. Almost lost the ball to Armstrong. Little floater. Won't go. Rebound Bridgewater Raynham. Rosario trying to run the floor. Slowed down by Connor. Approaching the 5-minute mark left in the third quarter, excuse me. Rosario now going to his left. Oh, Connor almost stole the ball.
He almost did. This man coverage by Mansfield looked really good on that one. The ball handler for BR, which is
Rosario.
Rosario.
Yep.
Had nowhere to go, really.
We're going to have a travel by Scott on the change of possession. The ball was loose in the corner.
It's too many misfortunes by Mansfield, all in like one segment.
The lead is 8. Inbound pass in the Mansfield, and then the 5 minutes left, officially 4:50 left in this third quarter. Rosario is going to have a grab on Baskin. It will be his first, team third. Armstrong covered by Bowen on the inbound. Rosario now top of the key, covered by Baskin, gets it over to Armstrong. Armstrong looking. Over to Atkins. Atkins coming. He's covered by Stevens. Almost lost the ball. Samito now covered by Scott, trying to make a move. Thinking about making a move. Excuse me. Now he stops. Over to Armstrong. Inside ball, stepping in front. Great try by Scott. Couldn't control the ball. What an athleticism by Scott to get over there.
Great athleticism by Scott to take coverage of the post-up pass right there.
Absolutely.
And we see athleticism early on. Hustling, that pin off the glass. Which happened in the first quarter, not now.
Right, no, I understand. So Atkins, Armstrong took the shot. Didn't hit.
It was all net, but not in the right way.
In the right way. All right, quick break. Here comes Dueling now. Dueling. Scott over to Bowen. Bowen over to Atkins. Inside. Nice step and nice read by Bridgewater Raynham. Now Atkins thinking about driving. He is up, and he lost the ball. And they're going to say it was last touched by Bridgewater Raynham.
Just undisciplined by Atkins right there. He had the Rosario wide open in the corner for the right three. That would have been a perfect pass to make right there. That's always a perfect thing to do on the fast break. Have the guys in the corners open for the three. He had it right there. Just didn't make the pass as he should have.
Absolutely. Now at the inbound, they play the soft full court press over. That was Bowen to Scott. Off the glass, won't go. Bowen gets his rebound. Excuse me. Back out to Scott, thinking three. Won't go. Rebound again, Mansfield. Looked like that was a possible double dribble. No cause Mosquito. Now Scott kicks it back out. Mosquito trying to go up the glass, won't go. Rebound finally taken by Bridgewater Raynham Rumbunkus. They got a timeout.
Timeout by
Rumbunkus. So we'll step away. 3:31 left, 40-32. Bridgewater Raynham will be back with more right after this.
Is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaklaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com.
Which one doesn't work? That one?
And welcome back. You are watching 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the live stream, covering the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans against the defending Division I champions. Trojans.
I do the same thing.
The Division I champs, Mansfield Green Hornets. I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and Alex Mayo behind the camera.
Doing a great job.
Very good Division I battle right here. Bridgewater Raynham showing they're not afraid of the D1 champs, and I tell you, Mansfield is not going away one single bit.
Now they're playing their soft full court press. From Bunkus going to try to finish off the glass. The lead is 10. That's the first basket we've seen in about 2 minutes, if not longer. They're playing their full court soft press and bringing the ball. That's Stevens now. Stevens over to Scott. Scott over to Muscat. Over to Dooling. Dooling now covered by Macedo. Back up to Morset. Bowen. As they move around, there's Scott. Scott, he's going to drive inside, trying to get it over in the inside to Mosquito. And he go, and it hits. Morset, excuse me. Rosario, Armstrong, over to Atkins, little flow off the glass, won't go by Rumbunkus, gets his own rebound and follows it up with 2. 44-34, the lead back up to 10 with 2:25 left in the third. Now Mansfield, he lost the ball. There's a takeaway. Armstrong's going to try to finish off the glass, and he does.
That was just a great layup by Armstrong to avoid the block.
Bowen lost his traction on the turf. On the parquet.
This is basketball, not football.
Yeah, I know. More set now. Over to Bowen. Bowen to Dooling. Dooling looking, thinking 3, going to drive, stops. Scott now. He's going to drive baseline, and he lost the ball, and we're going to have a reach on Atkins. His second, team third. 1:51 left in this third quarter. He will shoot a couple. There's the first one, hits that one.
Subs coming in.
Subs coming in. Barry's coming in. Semino someone has to come out. And Armstrong takes a break. Coach House. Misses the second. And they're going to say it was last touched by BR. So Baskin will inbound the ball with 1:51 left in the BR end. Gets it over to Guy. Guy back in the game now. Scott covered by Atkins. Gets it over to Baskin. Baskin lost traction. But Connor was there. Now Dooling over to Scott for 3. Hits. 46-38, the lead is 8. 1:30 and running left in the third quarter. Very good game. Gonna have a body block on Connor. That'll be his 4th, team 4th.
Just been an all-around rough third quarter for Connor right here. Just a lot of layups missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shots blocked and a lot of fouls called.
So Bowen's out, Connor's out. Connor's out, he has 4 fouls. Oh, nice try by Atkins. Here comes Baskin. Baskin to Scott. Oh, and he fouled. He was trying to finish that with authority with a slam dunk. And Atkins almost ripped the ball out of his hand. Nice block.
I think Baskin should have just went up with it. He had the open lane right there.
And now that's Scott. That was Scott that was fouled. I'm sorry. Scott hits the first one. But you're right. Baskin should have. Exactly correct. 1:13 left in the third. The lead. There's the second one. Misses that one. Covered by Harry. Harry, long pass from Buckus. Almost lost the ball. I'm going to say it was last touched. Nice play by Guy. Rumbuncus lost the ball, 46-39, 107 left in this third quarter. Dueling over to Scott. Scott covered by Harry. Dueling sees three, takes a shot, won't go. Rebound Scott. Scott now trying to go around Rumbuncus. Spivich turns, inside look to Guy, off the rim, won't go. Rebound Barry. Barry now. And they're going to say it was off Barry's knee. It will be Mansfield ball in the BRN with 44 seconds left in the third and a 46-39 BR lead. Dueling, Scott covered by Harry. Long three. That's off. Rebound Samito. There's a pass. There's Harry. He can finish. And he does.
Hope he didn't blow that. Man, if he blew that, the coach would have probably
lost his marbles.
Yeah.
There's a little give and go. Bowen now almost lost the ball. Timeout. They're going to have a timeout. Timeout. Mansfield 48-39. Bridgewater. Raynham will be back with more right after this. You got to go.
Oh, wait.
Stock production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com. Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by
And welcome back. You are watching 4 Deep Sports Talk here on our Facebook live stream covering the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans.
Trojans.
All
right.
Versus the Mansfield Green Hornets in this big Division I battle. I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and Alex Mayo on the camera. Now, Dominic, do you think if this team, if Mansfield's colors were yellow, they would be called the Yellow Hornets instead of the Green Hornets?
Funny guy. Oh, here we go. All right, so on the inbound pass, it will be Bowen. Over to Scott, now back out to Bowen. Now he dribbles, gets over to Baskin. Baskin. Long three, hits!
And he gets the goal.
Almost lost the ball.
He did lose the ball.
Okay. Oh, and almost got it off. The lead is 6.
Big shot by Doolin to end the quarter right there. Meanwhile, because we're heading to the third quarter right now, the third quarter is ending, we're heading to the fourth quarter. We will be back with more right after this.
Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com.
And welcome back. You are watching 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the Facebook live stream covering the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans versus the Mansfield Green Hornets in this Division I battle.
I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and Alex Mayo behind the camera.
Alex doing a great job like always.
Just like this game.
You know what? This is exactly what you'd expect from two very good programs. And we will, let me see what we'll have. I believe, well, let's see what we're going to have coming out of this break.
I think we're going to have Bridgewater ball.
The lead is 6, 48-42. We'd like to welcome everybody watching, like Lucas mentioned, on our Facebook page here at 4 Deep Sports Talk. On the inbound, it will be Rumbuncus. Again, the lead is 6. As we start the fourth quarter, Rosario, and he's covered by Dooling. And a steal, Baskin checks in. Off the glass. What a move.
Looked like a George Gervin type layup right there.
Absolutely. The lead is 4. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Rosario to Rumbuncus, inside, floater, Armstrong won't go. Rebound Scott, covered by Rosario, gets it over to Dooling. Scott now, and that's Bowen, covered by Armstrong, gets it over to Dooling. Scott now. Scott thinking about shooting, now he's going to drive, kicks it back out baseline for Guy. He goes 5 seconds, and he's fouled.
Thought about taking the three-pointer, but I guess he's going to go for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Well, he's going to try to finish a three-point play. The lead is 2. That foul was on number 33, Jack Armstrong, his first, team 5th. Guy finishes a three-point play. The lead is 1, 48-47. Rosario now. Trying to work the ball in, covered by Dooling. Thinking about going to his right. Now he goes to his left, gets over to Atkins. He's covered by Guy. Lost the ball, was able to recover it. Now he's going to thinking about driving. And that should have been a kick ball. There's no call. Change of possession. There's Scott thinking 3. Won't go. It's on the floor. It will be BR's ball on a change of possession. As Ryan Rumbuncus checks back in. Armstrong on the inbound. Rosario take a seat. The lead is 1, 48-47. Smito, they play that soft full court press. The ball is tipped initially, but Armstrong recovers. Good job by Baskin. Bounce pass to Smito. Gets it over to Ryan Rumbuncus. And we're going to have out of bounds. And that's going to be on Guy.
We got the Mansfield bench right there getting all excited and everything. Everyone's standing up.
Yep.
This is anybody's ball game right here.
Absolutely. In ball that's tipped, recovered by Armstrong. Miscommunication, the pass inside, and fouled is Ryan Rumbuncus. I'm sorry, that was Connor, his brother, number 3. Apologize for that. Hit on the arm. So Ryan will shoot a couple with 6:20 left in the game in a 48-47 Trojans lead. Here's the shot. Misses the first. Connor checks back into the game for Mansfield. Here's the second one, hits the second one. They go with the soft full court press. Bowen over to Scott. Covered by Atkins, thinking about driving. He lost the ball, but he recovers. Gets it over to Dooling. Now Guy, top of the key, covered by Ryan Rumbuncus. Over to Dooling. Dooling to Bowen. Bowen thinking about driving, works inside to Scott. Off the glass. He won't go, but he's fouled. For a minute, I thought they were going to get a little bit of a travel, no call.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 55 seconds of Rosario getting ready to get checked in, get a fresh body out there. It is 43. That would be Ryan Rabunkus's. This is the first. His third, his fourth, team sixth.
Nate, you got the inbound. Corner, you go ball side on the inbound. One.
There's Scott's second shot. Hits that one. 49-48. Again, 5:55 left. Samito now bringing the ball up. Bounce pass over to Rosario. Realizes he can dribble, gets it over to Rabunkus. Rabunkus thinking about driving, using his big frame, and they're going to get him for a travel. To me, it looked like he slipped on the floor because it was wet. You know what I mean?
I do.
49-48. Dueling over to Guy now. Dueling covered by Rosario. Go off a pick. Works it back over behind the back. Guy trying to do a floater and in. 50-49 Mansfield.
The spin move said it all on that play.
Now Atkins, Rabunkus over to Rosario. And we're going to have a change. No, possession will stay right in. It will be BR's ball.
Connor may have gotten a hand on that ball while he was stepping out of bounds.
Absolutely. Armstrong on the inbound pass, covered by Bowen. 5:13 left in the game. On the inbound, Atkins. Atkins now to Armstrong. Armstrong covered by Bowen. Goes to his left, switches it up, gets it back out to Rabunkus. Rabunkus looking over to Armstrong. 10 seconds, 9. Thinking about driving, floater. The foul is going to be on number 5, which is Bowen. His second, team sixth. So both teams have 16 fouls. On the inbound is Armstrong covered by Bowen. Goes to Rosario, corner back in the game. Floater off the rim, won't go. Scott on the rebound for the Hornets. Under 5 minutes left into the game. Officially 4:43 and running, dueling. Scott trying to drive by himself off the glass. Won't go, gets his own rebound, follows up, and puts it in. 52-49 on a change of possession. Armstrong with a clean look, won't go. On the ball. White 33, so now we're in the 1-and-1. 52-49. Bowen will shoot one, maybe two. See if he hits the first one. He does, and he'll shoot the second one. And we're gonna have a violation. It's gonna be on Scott.
So we're gonna shoot one here, clear the lane, and then we're gonna go shoot one down the other end. Green.
So that's going to be on Scott, his second, team seventh.
And a call that you usually do not see. What's going to happen is that they're going to take one shot. The basket still counts, of course, but but after this,
see if he hits this one. Hits them both. 55-59 now.
49 actually, but
49. I'm sorry.
This is something that does not usually happen. Of a foul in the middle of a 1-and-1.
I can't remember the last time I seen that.
Honestly, I think the answer for me would be never.
All right, so Rabunkus will shoot one with the chance of shooting another one. Hits one. The lead is 4.
By the way, correction, that score is 54, not of
54-50.
Yeah, honestly, I knew there was something wrong with the score. I knew that it wasn't, the score was a little bit wrong. There's no way that a free throw should count for 2
them
points.
both. The lead is 3. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely correct. They'll go with that full court press. Dueling covered by Samito. Driving. Now Guy over to Bowen, thinking three. That's Scott. Scott trying to go rumbunkus. And we're going to get an offensive foul. So we'll have a change of possession. And the Hornets will add their press. 54-51.
And they're using the towel to keep the slip up from happening.
Well, when Rumbunkus is a big frame, so when he hit that, all the sweat came off his jersey and now onto the floor when he just took that offensive foul for the team. On the inbound, Rumbunkus. Back out, Smito, tip, but covered by Rosario. He's double teamed. He's going to try to drive through it. He is. He's going to try to drive by himself inside pass. And Rumbunkus can't finish. Rebound, Scott. Under 4 minutes left. Bowen now in the corner. Dueling. Timeout, timeout. Mansfield will step away. Your score, Mansfield 54, Bridgewater Raynham 21. 3:51 left. We'll be back with more right after this.
Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by Mediterranean Bar and Grill of Taunton. Visit them at medbarandgrill.com. By Soares Pumping, simply the best at what they do. Visit them at soarespumping.com. By Frank Bedak Law Office. Visit them at bedaclaw.com. And by Physical Therapy U. Visit them at ptuclinic.com. Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk production is brought to you in part by
And welcome back. You're watching 4 Deep Sports Talk on the Facebook live stream. We are covering the Bridgewater Raynham Trojans against the Mansfield Green Hornets here in Bridgewater. I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Dimiano and Alex Mayo behind the camera with 3:51 left in the game in a big Division I battle. Both teams are in the bonus. It's 54-51. Mansfield on top. Dom, what are your thoughts on this game?
Well, I think it's a great game. We have 600 viewers watching this game. It's a great game.
600 viewers.
Yeah, you getting nervous now?
Hey, if we're talking about hey, when you say 1,000, then we're talking.
Big shout out to Nate Rollins, who helps us out on with the coverage of high school sports. Tom Joyce, and of course Joe McDermott, who helps us out with a hockey program, hockey coverage. So on the inbound, Guy, Connor to dueling for three, won't go. Rebound, Trojans. Rosario now trying to get it out of his own end. Over to Rumbunkus. Smito was thinking three, he steps back and he sees Scott in his face. They regroup. 3:30 left. Rumbunkus, he's going to try to drive and use his big frame up the glass. Not up the glass, straight into the net. And it's a 54-53 game.
Every possession in this game is important. Every single possession for Mansfield and for Bridgewater, regardless of how it turns out.
Now dueling, trying to get on Smith. He's going to try to drive, bounce pass inside to Guy.
Coach wanted to travel, but didn't get it.
56-53. Under 3 minutes left in the game. Oh, Rumbunkus lost the ball. He gets it over to Connor on the rebound, on the recovery. Scott now top of the key. He's going to try to drive around, throws a little forearm off the glass, won't go. It's going to be on Rumbunkus, and Scott will shoot a couple. With a 3-point lead. Officially 2:47 left in the game. Hits the first one. 57-53. Baskin checks back in for the Green Hornets. And Connor takes a seat, and he misses the second one. And Smito bringing the ball up, covered by Bowen. Trying to double team him. Rumbunkus, Armstrong with a floater, won't go. Covered by Scott, didn't have that much on it. Scott trying to shake and bake around Rosario, gets it back over to Bowen, over to Dueling now. The lead is 4 for the Hornets. Guy. There's Scott, covered by Rumbunkus. Kicks it back up the ball. Ball's going to try to drive off the glass and in. 59-53. Rumbunkus, there's a block. That's it, and Dooling and Bowen worked on that with his basket. And we're going to have too many steps. Baskin thought he had it clean. Too many steps.
Yeah, I noticed Mansfield was getting away with a lot of travels right there, but they finally called it on that one.
Rosario. Oh, they all tried to get him for a double dribble. Rosario, covered by Dooling. Baseline for three, won't go. Rebound Scott. A minute 30 left in the game and a 59-53 Hornets lead. Scott taking advantage of the clock. There's Baskin now, covered by Rosario, kicks it back out to Dolan, covered by Schmido. Goes around into his right, baseline, Balling thinking about driving, kicks it back out to Guy for three. And
that was a big three right, now that was a big three right there. That could possibly be the dagger of this game.
Approaching a minute left in the game. Armstrong kicks it back out to Schmido, baseline. Rumbunkus with a floater, won't go, but he's fouled. So he'll go and shoot a couple with 57 seconds left in this game.
And that three-pointer by Guy right there might have been the icing on the cake, but I don't want to jinx anything, so you never know.
You never know, exactly right. A lot of game to play. A lot of game. Here's the first one, hits that one. Trying to make this a 7-point game. 57 seconds. You're going to see a lot of full court press right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hits the second one. Some changes. Connor checks back in. We're going to have a timeout. Timeout Trojans. We'll be back with more right after this.
Dad, I'm sorry.
And welcome back. You are watching 40 Sports Talk on the live stream in this big Division I battle between the Bridgewater Right-Hand Trojans and the Mansfield Green Hornets. Once again, I am Lucas Vicente here with Dominic Damiano and Alex Mayo. Under a minute left. This has been a big game, hasn't it been, Dom?
Oh, it's been an unbelievable game. Unbelievable. BR had the lead for a while, and the hard work of Mansfield, like you said, in between the quarters, Mansfield wouldn't go away. So at 57 seconds on the inbound, there's Bowen, covered by Rosario. There's Dooling. Guy trying to draw a foul. Taken by Scott, 35 seconds left. And now we have a foul. And Scott will take a couple.
So 1-1 it's still, I think.
No, yep, 1-1. Yes, sir, absolutely correct.
Corner. 400.
Here's Scott's first shot. Hits the first one, they'll take another shot at another one.
400, Carl, take it out. J1, A2.
And our camera girl, Mary Taft, wishing everyone a happy New Year's. And my buddy, Gene McLaughlin. All right, so here we go. 29 seconds left. And that's blocked by Bowen. 20 seconds left, and we'll have a reach on Atkins. And
I think that's the double bonus right there.
yeah, they'll put him in the double bonus now. That will be his fourth, team 10th.
Overall, this has been a great game over here. I think what it really came down to is not just limiting the turnovers and who can hit the shots, but it also came down to who can play the best under the pressure. Mansfield has been showing that they can do that, especially in this championship run. And I think that's why they're going to come out with the victory right here. But a hard-fought game by Bridgewater Rainham, no doubt.
Absolutely. All right, quick 18 seconds. Samito to Atkins. He'll just lay it at the glass, and it's blocked. I thought that was going to be goaltending. And we're going to have another foul. This time it's going to be on. See what they got for a number on this one. You're going to call it on Armstrong. His third. Well, they're in the double bonus, so Baskin will shoot a couple no matter what. Excuse me, he hits that one. He hit that shot. 66-55.
10-point game now.
65, excuse me, now 66. 55, 10 seconds left. Rosario will shoot three. Won't go. Rebound Baskin to let the clock run out. And that's how the game will end with your final, right?
Final 66-55. That will wrap.
Yep, I want to make sure we get the graphic. So a great game by both teams. With that being said, for Alex Mayo, Lucas Vicente, and the rest of the 4 Deep Sports Talk crew, I'm Dominic Damiano. Your final one more time. The Mansfield Green Hornets 66. The Bridgewater Rainham Trojans 55. The Hornets improved to 4-1. Unfortunately, the Trojans fall to 4-5. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic holiday. Happy New Year, everybody.
This has been a presentation of 4 Deep Sports Talk, where high school and youth athletics come first.